Hello, good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well today. This is Val, the creator with valsdigitalcreations.com. Tonight, I'm coming on tonight to discuss what digital illustration is. Basically, you see a lot of my pictures that are strolling on my shorts. They are being created through digital illustration. And I just wanted to talk about what digital illustration consists of and the concepts and kind of like give you some pointers and tips on where I am going to create these images. So we're just going to see if someone shows up and we'll wait just a few more minutes here and then we'll get started. Okay, we'll just go ahead and get started. And I'm going to give you a definition to what digital illustration is. Digital illustration is the creation of images using computer software and digital tools, encompassing various styles and techniques. It involves using graphic tablets and illustration software. And one of those softwares that I use is Adobe Photoshop and the Illustrator to produce my artwork. It ranges from digital painting to vector art to concept art and character designs. And that's what I pretty much use a lot. I have character design images. I like to create that art as well. The concept art and character design, this method allows for the creation of visually stunning images for diverse purposes, including print, web designs, video and games, and animation. I use animation a lot in my photos as well. I love animation, text, animation, pictures. I love animation. Okay, so digital illustration, once again, the technology include the hardware like graphic tablets, like I said, and you're using the Photoshop to create the Illustrator. It differs from traditional illustrations by using digital tools instead of physical mediums like paper and paint. So you're not creating this kind of illustration with hand on, pretty much through Adobe Photoshop or another app to create those images. It differs from traditional illustrations by using other tools too. And those tools are like wide range of visual content from simple graphics to complex. And then they become photorealistic images. So you're creating, that's pretty much basically what you're doing. You're taking that image and you're moving it over to a vector style to make it look, have that pretty color, that bling look to the image. And then you're going to use some tools. And these tools here that you're going to utilize, you can use those like software, you can use your stylus, and you can also use the Illustrator app, which is called Procreate. Procreate is one of the apps that I use a lot, and it's a very good app. It is $12.99 monthly. It's not free, so you will have to just pay that one time $12.99, and you can go in there. You can use it with your iPad, your iPhone, and also Android devices. So once you create that app, it's very easy for you just to follow the details, and it'll help you create those digital illustrating. And the applications, like I said, there are rare of applications, including once you create those images, you can use them for your books, your ebooks, your magazines, newspaper. And basically, you're getting those things out of Canva. You're getting the mock-ups from Canva, and you're using Procreate, whichever images that you're going to download to make into a digital illustration and animate it. It also is good for your websites, your social media, and your banner ads. And it's also good for, if you're a gamer, to create character designs. You can create your own, person for your games. And that would be fun, I guess. And you can design those textures, and you can do those in Procreate as well. The animation part, you have two, which is a 2D and a 3D. I create 3D animations. I like the 3D because it's very prettier, it's eye-catching, and it produces a lot of detail. I like that art. And also, you can use your digital illustrations for your branding, your logo designs, your marketing materials, also for fashion. If you want to do like the digital clip art, I create a lot of digital clip art. I sell a lot of digital clip art as well. So you can use those, and you can post those on Etsy, and also you can get an income with that. You have the 3D modeling. Like I said, the 3D models they vary in different size and shapes. You can do like fruit digital illustrations. You can do cars. You can do animals. Whatever you choose to do for the 3D modeling, you can produce those with Procreate and create your digital illustrations. The benefits that I like from digital illustration are the twos. They're becoming increasingly accessible and making it easier for us as digital creators to enter into that artist field. And using the digital tools offer a high degree of flexibility, allowing for easy revision and experimentation. So we are taking and experiencing with our digital animations, like whatever your photo images, or like I said, your logos, or just fashion sketches, designs, or whatever you like to create. It's making it more flexible now. For the tools are making it more better for us to create. And in the collaboration, digital files can be easily shared and collaborated on, making teamwork more efficient. And you also have versatility. Digital illustrations can be applied to a wide range of projects. So it's just not only just one you can create. You can talk in avatar. You can create, like I said, any kind of images that you want to sell, or even post on your webpage, or logos. So I like digital illustration. It's becoming very popular now. Like I said, it's easy to create. There's plenty of apps that you can use to create. You can use Krita, and like I said, you can use Clip Studio Paint. They are really good as well with creating like visual art. So just getting started and getting the feel of it, and getting to know the types of digital illustration and the function and the techniques of doing it. Like I said, you can do it with the app on your computer, and or either you can take a course. They have digital illustration courses available now. Some of these applications, you can go, the school doesn't charge you any fees. They have small classes, they have graphic design, they have game art, animation, and you can learn like that. but I taught myself by YouTube tools. And so that's why I wanted to become a part of YouTube family, is because I look at a lot of videos and I take a lot of notes, and I sit back and I create these things by myself. And once I get them created, I know that there's a passive income that I can use creating these digital illustrations for people's web pages. You know, people want now for you to do their web designs for them because they're working 9 to 5 and not, able to sit at the computer and try to do those things. So you have academy classes that's online that's creating these digital illustrations now. I see a lot of people are creating and producing the class online. So you can also take those classes online, or just sit back and just watch the YouTube classes that people are offering free of no charge. Because digital illustration courses can teach you how to create artwork, digital tools, and software. These courses cover a range of topics that you can get, from basic digital drawing to painting to more advanced techniques like the color theory, the composition, and the character designs, So, yes, that's another way you can learn as well. The fundamentals of the digital art. This includes learning how to use digital drawing and painting tools, understanding layers and how you're going to blend the models and the basic color theory. You want to, kind of base, like when I do my stuff, I kind of like want all of the colors to contrast together. I don't like a bunch of off-brand colors that's not coordinated. I like my colors to be coordinated. You also can do Adobe Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator. You can also download that app as well, and it would allow you to have a membership where you can create at least 15 digital illustrations of your choice. I have so many that when I look at my computer, I've created so many over a bit of time. Once I learned how to do it, that I use those digital illustrations for like my journals, covers, ebook covers, and I'm also using some, as I started the YouTube, I'm using some to post as my YouTube thumbnail. So you may see those, and those are called digital illustration images. And you want to take and build a portfolio of your digital illustrations, because down the line, like I said, those digital illustrations over time, people are needing those for their web pages, um, for the Instagram, Facebook posts, so those are skills that you can produce, and they can see your work and they will be glad to start purchasing it and become a customer of yours. So that's where I'm going now, building my clientele for employers and getting that portfolio built so that whenever people ask me to produce something for their webpage, I have a portfolio to produce my work to show them what type of things that I create that may be an interest for them. There's also where you can specialize in beginner courses where you can learn the basics, like I said, and become advanced. Those classes are always open on YouTube. I see a lot of people that are producing the courses now for digital illustration and showing you how to create those talking animated characters. Even they're doing it, setting it up for your iPod. So, down the line, we won't be talking as us. We will have our digital creators talking for us while we're sitting back doing things, that we're trying to build for our businesses as well. So that's going to become very popular over a period of time too, because I see it as now AI is becoming very popular and we are learning it, day by day. It's going to take some time because it has a lot of tools and techniques that you will provide in order to get that perfect character that you're trying to present. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. So, like I said, over time, just grab some of these apps and just sit back and kind of like, take some classes to build your portfolio, like I said, and get started on creating your images and making them appealing to have the things that people are looking for. They're looking for characters for the iPod, for their pod stations and everything. So you want to make sure that when you create these images that they are created perfect and made to their likeness, not just making something that, you got to look at the concept, to make sure it's pleasing, something that they want to purchase to make their web page spark. And we're going to talk about where you can, excuse me, go to another site, and it's called Krita. Krita is a digital painting, and Krita is a professional, it's free, an open source painting program. So you can download that for free and go into that app as well, and you can create the digital illustrations that, in 2D animation. I create 3D animation, but Krita it only provides 2D animation. So if you're looking to do 3D animation, then you will go to procreate.com or krita.org. And you also can use these apps on your Android. Not necessarily always has to be on your iPad or your iPhone. They do have these apps for your Android. So let's see. And they do have Procreate do have a beginner series where they will teach you on the techniques to start creating digital art. When I started creating digital art, I noticed that I was doing it a lot on my phone, and they didn't have a lot of apps back then when I started creating digital art like they do now, and AI wasn't a popular app as well. So I would just like Photoshop pictures and, add other art to them, put a background with it. And I was doing all this on my iPhone. And I was saying over time, I said, you know what? This art can be sold. So once I created and I seen where my images was, very pretty, I started my own web page and started my own business. And I started selling my art and making people's web logos and designs. Food truck businesses, I still have these clients right now that I create for them. So over time, as you continue to go through choosing different apps and looking and creating, and finally you will get stuck to one and become a great graphic design and art and creating animations and illustrations over a period of time. It's easy. It's just a matter of time. You have to be patient, and you're going from one app to the next, back and forth, because one app may not do the talking for the animated creator. One app may not do the vector looking colors that the other app may do. So you will find that you will be going back and forth from one app to another. But basically, some of these apps do require a fee because they do create beautiful images, and so they're getting paid to make that image appear for you as well. So I think I have covered everything on digital illustration. Basically, I'm giving you some of the tools from which I train myself, and giving you, the apps that I use to create my digital illustrations and my animations. So last night I did talk about Canva as well. I use Canva a lot, and I really like Canva because it gives us a whole lot of creative tools to use. And if you have any questions or any concerns in relevance to digital illustration, you can contact me here on YouTube at Val's Digital Creations, or you can contact me at my website, valsdigitalcreations.com. And if you're sharing this video, thank you. And if you're going to like the video, thank you. And if you're going to comment on the video, thank you. I thank each and every one of you for coming in and joining me tonight. And tomorrow we'll have another course that I will talk about how I'm creating my images and give you all some pointers and tips to create your illustration and animation in your digital art as well. Thank you for joining in, and you all have a blessed night. Bye.